This is Tater Magee, and this is Barker Magee. He thinks this is food, but no! It is my first Jeffree Star. Don't lick your lips, you ain't gonna be eating it. My first Jeffree Star. I wanted blood sugar, but they're out of it, and then some bastards came and stole a bunch of stuff. So now it's a longer wait, because the previous people wanting it have had to wait. And so I'm just going to wait some more, because the younger people need it more. They really do. They need it more. They need to be beautified in order to feel great. And I'm already old. I have my sheep and Rufus and Barker Magee, so I'm pretty happy. I'm not out looking for nothing. Don't eat it. Don't you be eating it. Okay, and so see, look, it's at the official place, because I ain't about no bootleg stolen bullshit. Motherfuckers find it so hard to make money nowadays. They just go and scam people online. There's like 1 million people pretending to be Ellen DeGeneres. And you tell the people, I've told them people that are like, I'm giving you my bank details. Is it alright? Is it safe? And then, of course, the Ellen DeGeneres, it's misspelled, replies, yes, you must do that, and then hit win on your comments, and then they produce sentences which obviously Ellen would not be making because she knows English. And yet they're like, okay, oh, you do so much good. Oh, it doesn't make me suspicious that you have only 1,000 friends, and that they're friends, it's not fans. And they're all look like they're from third world countries. And your pictures are all some guy from India or something. Yeah, that doesn't strike me as funny. Of course it's you. Of course you would just have people from another country. So yeah, so people are all about the bullshit, trying to hurt people to get their own money. It's like, okay, you're poor and everything. I've been poor and I didn't steal nobody's identity. You know, you're poor. You know, it's kind of a tough situation. They're thinking, well, you know, we need to make money, because at least the people that are pretending to be Ellen DeGeneres that are in other countries, we need to make money to eat. We can't eat. We have to sell our children and all that. And these people are rich, so let's try that. But, you know, even though people are rich, most of them, except for a few that shall remain nameless, do become self-made, and they work hard. They were once poor too, and they worked hard. It's like, I'm sorry that you were not fortunate enough to be born in a good place, but you don't steal. You don't pretend to be other people and hurt them. You gotta find a way to make your country livable. You know, it's just not right. So anyway, so I made sure that this was the real deal, because I'm not about those scammers. You know, I'm always inventing such things, so I don't always have such energy to go on all these Ellen sites and other, you know, friend requests that are like 1 or 2 pictures and, you know, 2 friends or something. I don't have time to go to all of them and mess with them. I don't have the energy to. I would love to. I used to do that in the old days when there's that AOL Messenger thingy that always popped up. It's some weird thing where you could connect with strange people randomly. And I'd have people popping up, talking to me, and some would be assholes. Like some guy was obsessed with his dog, and that's all he would talk about. Actually, I think I talked to him on the phone a couple times. But luckily, I was so unself-confident that I never did meet most of these people. Unfortunately, I'll let you look at this beautiful paper while I'm talking. I don't think I look that beautiful right now because I haven't even gotten into this lipstick. And I think some of my makeup's good, but it's not Jeffree Star good. So, but you gotta watch out online. There's scammers and there's weird people, and I used to like to mess with them. And, some guy would get on there, and it's anonymous, and he'd be cussing all the time. He'd just sit there and, like, be a troll before there were trolls. He would just be nasty, and just be cussing, and, typing in all caps, and just being abusive. And I'd, try to give it back to him in an intelligent way, kind of, having fun with it, because, like, okay, I don't care. What are you going to do? You're online. That's before I knew, and maybe before people could look up your address and all that. But, yeah, and then there was a guy that had pictures of himself bodybuilding, and he looked average and everything, and that's fine, but he seemed nice. And so I went on a date to the movies with him one time, and I had to bring my 2 children. So we saw Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the one with Johnny Depp, and my kids are sitting next to me, and he is trying to feel me up in the movie theater, and I'm like pushing his hand away. It's like, yuck. My kids are here. Don't be feeling me up around my kids, and plus, don't be feeling me up in the movie theater on the first date. What the fuck? And he looked like Frankenstein's monster. I'm sorry, he had some kind of accident or something, but he was all stitched up, which, if his personality had been actually better in real life, that's Barker Magee scratching her ear, making noise, sorry. Barker Magee, number 3. And it's like, sorry, but your personality does not make me tolerate that you look like Frankenstein. And his teeth were silver. They were not, taps or anything. They were his teeth. And they were silver. And he was like a nerdy guy that was trying too hard to be cool or something. And then he wanted to talk to me after the movie. So at the time I lived in a townhome. I had my 2 kids. They're like, what were they? Maybe 6 and 8 or something. I had them go inside the townhouse, and I went back out to his car, parked outside. And he said he wanted to talk to me, and all of a sudden he leaned in, and then he put his disgusting tongue, shoved it in my mouth. And I'm like, oh God, I almost barfed. It was like a giant worm. And so I didn't want to talk to him again. So I said, oh yeah, it's just not going to work out. And then he went psycho. He's like, I know where you live. Oh God, you look so old. You have more wrinkles than my mama. It's like, well then why is you trying to stick my your tongue down my throat. You know, if you think I'm like your grandma or something, you want to stick your tongue down your grandma's throat and feel her up? Oh, you are a sick bastard. So he was threatening, I know where you work. And, you know, of course he knows where I live. You know, and he's threatening me and all that. It's like, Jesus, I just don't want to go out with you. Apparently, I look like the crypt keeper. So why are you even fussing about not going out with me? What the hell? And then there was someone else on AOL, a biker that just seemed so wonderful, but probably not, because with the low self-esteem, I, laughed off too much stuff. And so, probably signs were there, but I was like, oh, somebody likes me. Because I had been in a marriage where, he couldn't stand me. I was like 130 in pounds. And he's like, oh, God, you fat. I'm not going to do anything to you. And I'm not going to sleep in my car if you gain 1 more pound. I just can't deal with it. I'm used to beautiful women. And you're average. I'm like, well, geez, why are you with me? But then again, low self-esteem. And I was like, oh, but I love you. And so he's like, I have power over this woman. So though I find her so repulsive, I am going to stay married to her. And so I'd gotten out of that. And so I still had low self-esteem. And I just found it awesome if anybody found me attractive. I'm like, oh my God. And so I put up with far more than I should have. But it led me to meet interesting people and have interesting experiences, even if they were awful. You can look back now and be like, oh my God, what a John Waters movie my life is. Seriously. Tim Burton and John Waters got together and directed my life. And I didn't even know it. I'm actually in a movie, right now. And I don't even know it. That's why I get strange looks sometimes when I go out. Because, they're like, oh, it's her, but nobody can tell. Nobody can tell me that I'm actually in a movie where they're going to throw in a bunch of weirdos to get my reactions because it's funny. So either that or an alien experimentation. But yeah, I don't have time to mess around with people. But that biker was like, oh, I'm so perfect and I want to marry you and blah, blah, blah. And he was a cook. He's like, oh, I got a job in France. And I almost quit my job. I had rats at the time. Almost got rid of my rats. Almost sold my car. Because I'm like, oh, really? Because I'm like, oh, wow, that seems really fantastical. But he's like, yeah. It's like, and if somebody that you love tells you that, what are you going to do? Sit there and be like, you's a liar. Prove it. Prove it. Show me physical evidence. No, you're going to be like, oh, my God, that is great. And then you're going to imagine your life. Oh, I'm going to have, my kids are going to learn French and all this other stuff. But it was silly and gullible. And people are. But I can't believe these old people, they're being taken advantage of by Ellen. And they should know better. They've lived life. They should know. You need to pay attention to the things on the page which indicate that this is not really the celebrity you think it is. And you never give out your bank details. She's not going to say, give me your bank routing numbers and give me your credit card numbers so that you can win a prize. No. That's bullshit. She's not going to do that. Stop being stupid. But anyways, I've blabbed on, and you've looked at this wonderful paper, which reminds me it looks like a star, but then it looks kind of like a penis and balls. And maybe that was intentional. I don't know. I got to binge watch some Jeffree Star at some point. So here we are. This is my first. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. Oh, did they just send me paper? Okay, there we go. There we go on my old hand. Oh my God, look at that. Hi. How are you? Shake well before use. Oh, look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like a rocket and a penis and a star all in one. So I wonder if I can pause